Well, are we here?
Are we live?
You guys let us know. Are we live?
Hit our music.
Hit our music. Okay. All right.
Never.
Oh, man. I don't know. Guys, let us know. Are we live right now?
Holy
Do we need
cow.
to cut out?
We need an intro.
I don't think we need to do something
back.
different here. Must be some technical difficulties because we're live.
We're live. We think.
I don't think we're live on their channel, though. So what we're going to have to do is just
Can you comment? Well, this is the Candid Athletic Training Podcast, and as always, as athletic trainers, be ready for anything. His name is Kevan. He is frantically working. He's back. We had this big elaborate thing for the beginning of the show, and none of it worked because of technical difficulties. But you're here, we're here, and it's going to be fine. So this is episode number 112, and if you are hearing this on podcast form, it's March, and that means it's National Athletic Training Month. Kevin, how you doing?
I would be better, but
Is that going through?
I'm hoping it all goes through. I mean,
We'll see who joins.
So we'll see if they all join. I mean, it'll all work. Whatever. They'll eventually find us, right?
Yeah.
All I want to know is this making sure that we're recording? It's gonna save our video.
It says finish.
I mean,
finish.
Okay. There we go.
She said, just finish.
Yeah.
She didn't say that.
Let's finish.
Kevin.
What do we got?
Welcome back.
What a crazy intro that we just had.
It was the best intro we've ever done.
Yeah.
And then 2 minutes in,
What the hell?
2 minutes in, we realized, well, it's not recording due to technical difficulties, and we panicked. Hello, everybody. Jumping over from this previously scheduled live show to this just makeshift one.
Oh, hi.
But everybody listening at home, nobody's going to know the difference.
No, nobody's going to know other than, the few that are on here.
Welcome to our friends.
Sorry, guys. We had a really funny intro. We had everything planned. It was going to be great.
We nailed it.
I've just been gone for a week and a half because I was getting a beer. That's all I was doing.
It's all he was doing.
I was not out of the country. I was not kidnapped by anybody. I did not have one really long night in Vegas. That did not happen.
No, because you had one really long night in Mexico.
Man, I had one really long night in Mexico. But I didn't get kidnapped. I saw some whales. I got some sun. I'm tan if you guys can't tell. Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, this is episode 112, Kevin. 112.
It's not 111.
And in honor of
112?
Yeah, can you name, I just wrote this down.
Eminem?
No,
right?
No.
That's an R&B group.
It's an R&B group.
Yeah.
You're close. Give me one of them. How many members can you name?
None.
Me neither.
Wait.
Oh.
No, none.
I got all four here. We got.
Give me the most popular one.
Slim.
Nope.
Then I think there's Kinez Parker, Michael Marcel Keith, and Darren Jones. Thank you very much for.
Wow,
can you name their song? Can you name any of their songs? How about that? Easier.
No.
112 song. I liked
Ignition.
112. Oh man, that would have been good.
I got nothing.
Rick
Anybody
Cox
else
made
listen
it.
to 112?
Yeah. How about Peaches and Cream?
Peaches and Cream is 112?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Favorite song then?
They also sang Only You, which I really like that one.
Who does it make you think of?
I don't know what her name is anymore. And Cupid?
Oh,
those are her three best songs.
That sounds like an old school song.
No, Elvis.
Yeah, right?
So, okay. So, this is episode 112 of Candid Athletic Training. Kevin's got a Coors. I don't.
Silver Bullet.
The silver bullet. Okay, so thank you to everybody that made it over from the scheduled live
Yeah, sorry,
stream
guys.
to the unscheduled live stream. We don't know what happened.
No idea.
And as I had said probably on the last one, stuff happens. As athletic trainers, you got to adjust on the fly, and that's what we did. We called, if I say audible, Kevin, what are you going to say?
Orange Barrel.
Yeah.
Reroute.
I said it last week without you, and I said
Call
Kevin would have known that.
Papa Bear.
Papa Bear. Everyone
XM. Outlaw. Outlaw.
just type in the YouTube machine, Peyton Manning,
Not right now, though. Watch us.
Peyton Manning, Orange Barrels.
Orange Barrel.
I don't know if anything.
That was a
will pop
great
up.
commercial.
It was a good commercial.
If there's one thing Peyton's better at than football, it's definitely commercials.
He's funny.
He's a really
Sneaky
funny
funny. Sneaky
Really
funny.
funny guy.
Okay, so for those of you who are not on the live stream and listening at home on your favorite podcast app, it is March.
Ooh, it is.
And that means one thing, it's National Athletic Training Month.
Woohoo!
So happy National Athletic Training Month to all the athletic trainers out there, countrywide, nationwide. Actually, screw that, worldwide. So we're gonna just start with a major announcement. Do you want
Major announcement.
Why don't you do it? It's National Athletic Training Month. We want to give something back to you. And what are we going to give them, Kev?
Well, we're going to give them us.
Oh,
Us.
is that okay with our
Us.
wives? Significant others?
I mean, they're going to have to be okay with it. I mean, they knew what they were signing themselves up for, right? We kind of whore ourselves out a lot. So,
Speak for yourself.
March, because for everybody else that's not on the live stream right now, it is March 1st. Because everybody in the entire world is listening to this right now. You are going to be able to go on to our YouTube and be part of the live show. Our contribution to hopefully get more awareness out for athletic trainers for National Athletic Training Month is to offer this podcast live for everybody so that we can get this comment section going like crazy and we can actually answer people's questions and just get people more experienced with what it's like to talk to an athletic trainer every day.
For March only.
For March only.
For 1 month, you guys.
For 1 month, for our members that have been members for a while and have paid for this live subscription, we thank you. But I think you are also on board on the fact that this is a small thing that we can do to try and drive awareness for athletic trainers. We don't really know how to do anything else but just be ourselves, and that's what we've been doing on this podcast. And so we were both very much looking forward to going to the NATA this year, and that was going to be a big moment again for us. So we thought, hey, why not give everybody access to us live like they maybe could have had in the future?
Yeah.
So
we're going to take this public.
Yep. For a month.
We usually like to do it in the private.
Ooh, always private.
But, yeah.
Lights on or lights off?
Off.
We do give, Ed. We do give.
So if you're listening to this in March 1st, you can jump on tonight.
Correct.
I'd like you to be refunded too, Rick, but I don't even know if we know how to do that.
Yeah. Good luck.
Maybe we'll give you something else. Anyway, so if you're listening to this on March 1st, you can jump on tonight. Just go to YouTube, Candid Athletic Training, and you'll be able to get us. And every Monday for the month of March.
Yeah, I think there's 5 Mondays in March.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun.
You're getting a little extra of the Canada Athletic Training guys.
It says beauty is the light switch away.
All 5 weeks. So we hope everybody joins. All you're going to have to do is literally go onto our YouTube page.
What is that?
Just Canada Athletic Training.
Weird.
Search Canada Athletic Training on YouTube, and there will be a live show going.
8 p.m. Central.
Yeah, 8 p.m. Central. I mean, that's when we normally do it. We will, if something has to change for some reason, we will absolutely get on the horn and let as many people know as possible, probably through social media, which is
Candid_ATC.
Yep, on all platforms. And yeah, we'll go from there, right?
Yep. Okay, before we get into tonight's show, we do have to mention the official sponsor of the Candid Athletic Training Podcast. I got a graphic pulled up, Kev. They can't see that.
Oh, man.
It's www.healthyroster.com. And Go ahead now. Do it now. You do the thing again.
I'm doing it now.
Vanna Whiting, our healthy roster
Yeah.
display.
I could be Vanna White.
You should be Vanna White. And we're hoping to have Dan from Healthy Roster on soon. He's going to join us. He's going to give us the state of candid Healthy Roster. I don't even know what that means. But just an overall good dude. And check them out at, like we said, www.healthyroster.com.
Do you think the folks over at Healthy Roster could like do a little candid podcast?
100%.
What do you think goes on in that office? I bet there's shenanigans.
Yeah. I actually would like to see the people on the live stream jump behind here and be us. Like,
be so cool.
if you're watching, tell us, would you fall into the Chad role or the Kevan role?
Oh, that's a good question for everybody.
Oh, look at this. What is this?
Did it just kick us off again?
It says, I think forget it. I'll just do it later. Remind me later.
Okay.
We're in the middle of a show here, computer.
Okay.
Get an
computer.
update notes.
Get out of here, computer.
Okay. Should we just, let's just see what else can go wrong here.
Let's do it. What do you think is going to happen next? I think the soundboard's going to be good.
Complete
That's
meltdown.
going to be good. I need to be a little louder in my headphones though. Where do you want to start with this episode?
That's that button then. If your headphones need to be louder.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was that. Oh,
no, that's your mic. That's your microphone level.
God.
That's your mic.
Yeah, you are correct.
You are correct, sir.
No wonder I couldn't. I was like, man, I was quiet. I felt like I didn't even have the feedback in me. Wow.
Nate here. I think I would be more like Kevan. I see Kevan as the color commentator, Chad, the play-by-play driving it.
Definitely.
We always say
this podcast would not exist without Chad.
that's not true. If you listen to last week's episode, you would know that this is a two-person show for sure.
Wait, there was an episode last week?
Yeah, no, you missed it.
Damn it.
Okay, let's
This is like too loud now.
We've only done 112 of these. We can't figure this shit out.
Well, that's what makes it candid.
Oh God, we got to start talking about some athletic training before these people
I hope
leave.
we don't.
All right, let's give them the other breaking.
You want to go
news.
big news on top of big news?
Okay, let's just give some breaking.
All right, here we go.
Breaking news here.
What?
Okay.
So.
Okay, can I play the one you don't want me to play?
No.
Just once, one time. Ready? This is breaking. This is the big news. You'll never hear that again. He said, I can never play it.
It's my least favorite sound of all time, I think.
March, Kevan.
Other than from
mama.
Dumb and Dumber. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Yeah. Tell them about March.
So it's March. So it's National Athletic Training Month. We're going to be giving ourselves away for free on the corner. But what we're also going to do is create, I don't know if you guys heard of these things. It's like a tournament, and there's a bracket, and then there's like 64 people, things, teams, places, nouns, verbs that are going to compete against each other to become the fictional athletic trainer of the year.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard of something like this?
I'm so excited.
Have we done this before?
One time.
Fat bracket number 2.
We just
created
made the rankings last night.
Yeah, we did.
It's going to be fun. So, starting March 1st. Starting March 1st, we will post the brackets. We may even get the brackets up earlier.
Oh, yeah. So
you can start filling them out. You can have your athletes fill them out. And the whole point of this is to interact, just to do something fun with your athletes. Yeah. Because what's more fun than talking about
and your coworkers?
Who would make a better athletic trainer? Give us one matchup, Kev. You got it there in front of you.
Okay, I want you to give me random numbers though, and I'm gonna grab it. So give me a matchup. Like give me a 4 whatever.
We'll go a 7-10 matchup.
Okay, 7-10 matchup. We got. I don't want to do that one. Red Foreman
from the '70s show.
from the 70s show to the donkey from Shrek.
Oh my God, that's going to be
Who would be a better athletic trainer?
Who would make a better athletic trainer? So the whole point of this is you talking to your athletes about who would make a better athletic trainer. Why? Have fun. Have fun with it. And if you need any more incentive to do this, there's going to be prizes.
There will be.
We're probably
We
going
don't
to
know
give
what they're
away.
gonna be.
We're probably going to give away prizes for entries turned in, like randomly draw entries and just give away stuff.
We are?
So we could.
News to me.
So you can win
What
prizes.
am I giving away? Sprees?
We can give away Chewy Sprees. I think that I would highly value those. Zach, you don't have to vote just yet. Wait for it, young man. He said donkey right away.
Donkey. Donkey.
And then we'll give away prizes like we did last year to the best bracket, which I know, Nate. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nate.
Yeah,
we'll wait.
Whatever,
We'll
Nate.
wait.
We're waiting.
We know you were king
okay.
bracket last year.
Whatever, Nate.
Somebody just beat him this year, okay?
If he goes back to back,
Yeah.
that's tough.
I mean, when was the last back-to-back champion?
Do you have any more embarrassing photos of him? We're going to have to find some more embarrassing photos of him.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure. So anyways, yeah, the fat brackets are coming. Here's March 1st through March 8th. You can turn your brackets in and then vote on the first round matchups.
Correct.
And then we're going to speed it up. Last year we thought it dragged a little bit, and it's fun. Let's do the matchups more frequently. So we're going to do every 4 days. First round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round. So it's going to go the 8th, the 12th, the 16th, the 20th, the 24th, the 28th. So this thing will wrap up March 28th. I mean, you just add +4.
Oh.
It's super.
Still a math whiz.
Yeah.
And then, so we're going to ultimately announce the champion on our Monday, March 29th live broadcast.
Yep, which everyone can join for free because it's still National Athletic Training Month. See how that works out? It's going to be fun. And so if you're listening to this, do a fat bracket, share a fat bracket.
Yep.
Get other athletic trainers involved, get athletes involved, get anybody involved. Matthew Jordan joined the live stream, and he is new here. He just got a membership last week. So thank you, Matthew Jordan. We give you.
Can you guys even hear these sound effects?
Yeah, let us know if the sound effects aren't loud enough.
The sound effects coming through? Because they're not coming through in here.
Oh, I can hear mine.
Oh, okay.
I can hear them here. So,
Maybe
fun.
I need to turn my volume up again.
So National Athletic Training Month should be fun. Prizes, fat bracket, fun. I mean, just thinking about all the names we put in there. So it's just characters we've covered in the
really
last year.
And so this is what we both think. So last year, I mean, it was the first year of the podcast. Mm-hmm. And I think we went through a lot of our favorite fats that we always wanted to talk about. And then this past year has been, I think, a little out there. Like, I mean, we've been grabbing from everywhere and a little less known people. I mean, I think this bracket's going to be much tougher.
I agree.
Than last year.
Way tougher because...
I mean, there were so many superheroes in the last one. There were so many, like, just these obvious, like, characters that would be really good athletic trainers. I mean, it's really hard to make some arguments for some of these. I mean, we literally have a matchup of Bumblebee versus Hot Chocolate.
That's tough to... That's hard.
That's tough. If you think about it, it's tough.
Yeah, it is. It is actually going to be fun.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. So you went through the whole every 4 days. We're going to try to speed it up. We thought it dragged out. Isn't it weird that, I mean, that's when COVID hit. When we were going through that's when COVID hit.
We lost the second half of the fat bracket to friggin' COVID.
Freaking COVID.
But we'll get it back.
We ain't letting it happen this time.
No, strong.
We're beating that COVID. We're beating into submission.
Ed's still a little upset about last year's fat bracket that Yoda did not win.
Well, I mean, that's partially Ed's fault. He should have got more people to vote.
Win I should have. Should I have won?
Wow. One he should have. Good job, Zach.
Anything else we got to cover? That's going to be that's all we're talking about for fictional athletic training. We just want to let the people know what a fat bracket is, why they should be doing it, and how. So go to our website.
Correct.
www.candidathletictraining.com, where you'll be able to find one PDF that you can print out, fill out, and then 2, we'll put a link on for the first round voting.
Yep. And then that's where you will vote all the time. You will go to our website. There will be a button that says vote here. And it's going to be just like last year, where it's going to be a Survey Monkey and then vote. And then I'll sit on my couch and tabulate all the results. It didn't take long at all. I probably did miscount. Nate probably did not win.
No, it was Stephanie.
It was probably Stephanie.
Stephanie probably lost by 1 point because you miscalculated.
Honestly, I do remember it being kind of close.
Oh.
It came down to at least the final 4.
I forgot.
What do you got?
We got a new graphic.
Oh, we got a new graphic?
I just needed to make sure it worked because last week it didn't work.
Oh, last week? I missed a lot last week then.
You didn't miss much because nothing worked. New graphics. That actually worked. That's cool.
I mean, truthfully, I don't often listen to our podcast.
I did.
To be very honest.
I listened to last week's just to see how much of a train wreck it was. Which we talked about. I do
want to listen to you just talking.
Well, let's go back a week because it was such a train wreck at the very.
Give me a play-by-play.
I'm getting
You're
there.
the play-by guy. I'm the color guy.
Yeah. It's kind of true, and you know it. We asked who would.
It's just because I'm drinking.
Who? What was the best train wreck movie scene?
The best train wreck?
Because I'm like, oh my God, this is such a train wreck. What's the best train wreck you've ever seen in a movie? And I mean, we had about 4 or 5 nominations. What's your favorite? What's your favorite train wreck?
I mean,
like the train off the tracks. It's like going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, Fugitive. Okay. Fugitive's huge. Then the one I'm blanking on the name, but Denzel Washington and Chris Pine, right? Yeah, Chris Pine from Wonder Woman. That guy. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's that movie called. Denzel Washington's like the seasoned veteran track or train operator engineer. And then Chris Pine's like the young guy that I don't really care about anything. And then
you're talking about Pelican?
Nope. I'll look it up.
All right.
Those 2 are the ones that stand out. Other than that, what's kind of piquing my interest are the ones of train robberies.
Oh, so
more than train wrecks.
We got
what do you got?
We had Dark Knight, Spider-Man.
Oh, Dark Knight.
Spider-Man.
Him saving the day.
Yeah, I mean that's
that also happens in Incredibles.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
Those are good ones.
Nate just said none of those were nominated.
I mean,
all right.
Nate, do you want... Fine, Nate. Which ones did you nominate?
Hancock, I think he said.
Hancock. Oh, when he just stops the train. Good.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know what? Let's move on.
Okay. Well, if you want to.
Well, you look at that. We're 23 minutes in. We haven't even touched athletic training.
Sure, we have fat bracket.
Let's do our top 5, Kevin.
You think any of these people really want to talk about athletic training?
Yes. This is why they're here.
I don't think so.
So our top 5 this week, Kevin. Name the worst color to pair with khaki.
Unstoppable, by the way. Unstoppable.
Oh, Matthew just got in for free because we just had to go public. He's like, I don't have a membership.
Oh, nice, Matthew.
Who cares? Good for you. You're in. Yeah.
Well, you figured out the glitch in the Matrix.
One week early, you can jump on here for free. Tell all your friends to get in now because you normally have to pay for this shit.
Yeah, Matthew, in 6 weeks, you're going to have to pay for it.
Hopefully you like what you see. You like what you see?
Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it.
And Matthew, we appreciate you.
We do, actually. We need more. I mean, tell everybody to get on right now. They can get a sneak peek at the next 4 or 5 weeks. Okay, top 5 you want to do?
Yeah, top 5. What's the worst color to wear with khaki?
What is the worst color to wear with khaki? All right. You ready?
I've been ready.
No, you haven't.
I was ready for this last week.
Last week? Okay, number 1, yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, white. Some would argue white's not a color. Number 3, teal. Number 4, purple. And number 5, I don't like it because I don't agree with it, but black. I just wanted to win some points.
Okay.
Student discount. What, you know what? Your student discount is that you're
Right
going to
now,
get some
for
knowledge.
Okay. 5th place. 7 responses for what's the worst color to wear with khaki.
Yeah.
Khaki. More khaki.
Could you imagine wearing
Khaki-
a khaki
khaki
pants
polo.
with a khaki polo?
Okay. Canadian tuxedo,
Sure.
right? The old blue jean on blue jean.
Yeah.
Is there an equivalent khaki on khaki? Can we come up with a term? Would that be an athletic training tuxedo?
Yeah.
Can we-
but
can we-
there's got to
can we
there's got to
coin
be
that?
an AT tuxedo.
I'm going to put that on social media.
Certified tuxedo. There's something there.
Khaki on khaki.
It could be so bad we could call it trainer tuxedo.
Trainer tuxedo. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so that was in 5th place.
It's probably already called something. It's probably already like a cowboy tuxedo or something.
In 4th place, with 8 responses, brown.
Makes sense.
The old turd, dark turd on light turd.
It's kind of funny because I literally just didn't even think about putting those together. So why I didn't even think to vote for it. All right, cool. Keep
Yeah.
going.
In 3rd place,
I'm not
with-
going to get any of this shit.
no, you are.
Okay.
3rd place with 10, white.
Yeah.
You called it. In 2nd place, this
Something
is
about white
bullshit
khaki.
too. This is bullshit. This is gonna piss me off almost as much as Doc Ock losing in the first round last year.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm still bitter about that one. He's got 8 effing hands, people.
Who else?
Tell
who
me
else
he
got
wouldn't make a
screwed?
good athletic trainer in the first round.
Doc Ock got screwed, and then somebody else got screwed.
I don't remember in the first.
Doc Ock screwed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Clearly not Nate.
In 2nd place, gray,
Yeah,
11.
I go back and forth on it.
Okay, some people specifically said light gray, but I threw all the grays together.
Yeah.
And I got a bigger question. This is a much more important question.
Okay.
Do you spell gray with an A or an E, Kevin?
I don't know. The color is with an A. No. Color's with an E. The color is with an E.
Hold on. Sorry. I'm looking at the comments. Is it Steve Irwin's birthday today? I mean, the Steve Irwin is the khaki on khaki, I assume. Today happens
That
to be his
could be
birthday. That is crazy.
That's
That's the kind of cutting edge news you get here on Candid
eerie.
Athletic Training Podcast.
I
That-
mean, he must be talking to us
Yeah.
from the grave.
Holy cow.
Wow. Steve Irwin fighting crocodiles.
Yeah. In khaki.
And all I can think of is, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
All right. So you said E is the color. A is what?
The name.
What's the name? What?
Like Jean Grey.
Oh, see, I would spell Jean Grey with the E.
You would?
And the color with an A.
I don't know, man.
Can somebody help us out
I
with
really-
the AE here?
Do you remember
on the
when
gray?
we had this as a Twitter poll?
I know.
And I think it was when we did like Jean Grey as a fat.
It was really, really a long time
And
ago.
I don't think I still don't. I think it's up for interpretation.
Is the color? Well, does it matter? It's interchangeable, right?
I think it is interchangeable.
Crikeys.
Crikey. Crikey.
Okay, well, you prefer it with an E? Man, I don't know now.
No.
I don't know.
I think originally, to me, I think the name is with an E, and I think the color is with an A. But then, over the years, I think I've mind fucked myself so much that like, I definitely, I sit there sweating as I'm writing it if I ever have to write it.
I know. Like, is
And
someone,
that's why I
are
didn't
they
vote for
judging
it, 'cause
me?
I didn't vote.
Are
I
they
didn't
judging me?
Yes, they are. But I also think khaki and gray doesn't always look bad.
No. If it's dark gray, I think it's fine. If it's light gray, it depends on how.
It's this contrast thing. I think that's why like white doesn't work with khaki because it's like light color. And it looks awkward. I do think gray looks better with like a different, like a navy or like jeans or whatever. I mean, like I definitely think it looks better that way.
Sure.
I don't know. Whatever. Even with obviously black, gray and black look great. And you're wearing black sweatpants.
How's this look?
Why are you showing everybody your ass? Dude,
Get to the live stream immediately. YouTube it.
You didn't see that. You need to be seeing that.
All right. First place on the top 5. What's the worst color to pair with khaki? 25 responses for yellow. You nailed it.
Nice.
It is.
That looks bad.
The old mustard on the hot dog.
You know what I think is funny, though? What are, like, the main colors that you wear, Chad?
Gray polo with black pants, Ed, is crushing it.
Crushing it.
I mean, gray is my favorite color.
No.
It's so weird.
Where do you work?
I work at a black and gold school.
That also uses gray and white in all of their clothing. And do you wear khakis all the time, or do you wear black?
I've gone to black in the last couple of years. Ever since I switched from being an employee of the school to working either with a physical therapy clinic or now with the hospital system, I just usually go black pant.
I remember being at UWM and having yellow and then wearing khaki and being like, whoa, like something's wrong with this picture. And then it happened when I was with the Brewers too. We had these really bright yellow polos one year, and we're like, I don't think we can wear these. Like this is we got to get some new shorts and pants.
I think over the last 10 years, that's actually one of the biggest improvements, and is like just the gear has gotten better.
Yeah.
Like the companies have just done better with it.
Absolutely.
So
I remember, I mean, when I was first getting into even like professional sports, like my polos were like thick cotton.
Right?
Like,
what are we doing?
And now they're like, ooh, like I don't even know if I have clothes on. This is so comfortable.
I'm just looking over the list here for
anything funny.
I mean, gold, red, cream, green.
Gold. See, now, like, I think khaki and green go together if it's the right green. Yeah. Because it's kind of camo looking, you know? I think it works.
Camouflage?
But there's certain greens that look really bad.
How about, somebody said rival colors.
Rival color.
Don't wear your rival's color.
Sure. Yeah.
And
but what if your rival... If your rival has similar color.
yeah, then you're screwed. Everyone's just in the alternate unis.
Yep.
Somebody said anything. 2 people said any color is bad to wear with khaki. I don't agree. They're just saying it's bad. And then the only other kind of weird one was neon colors. Bright neons.
Yes. That's what I thought. I mean, like I'm wearing like a kind of like sea foamy green shirt. And, like, this would look bad with khakis.
I'm sorry, Matthew. Your green is the bad green. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you couldn't... That would wash out in khaki.
Yeah, it would be weird.
So
and I really think... So, I have a pair of khaki, like, golf pants that I wear golfing. And one of my golf polos that I like wearing is, like, it's kind of like this light purple. And it looks horrible. Awful. Awful. It kind of has some gray in it, too, so that's probably why it makes it look awful.
How do you think all these colors would look with hiking pants?
Ooh, the hiking pants. The hiking...
Too soon. She's not here to defend herself.
Pants. That doesn't matter. That just means she gets picked on now.
Yeah.
She went from my favorite to now my third favorite.
The ranking system.
Matt's my new favorite. I don't even know if he goes by Matt or Matthew, but...
Yeah, do you prefer Matthew or Matt?
I don't know, but he's now
Mr. Jordan.
He's now my favorite because he figured out how to get on the podcast for free. Because that means he was just randomly on our YouTube channel, and then he was like, "Hey, let's go."
Matthew, this is gonna be the best night of your life.
Well, I guess
young life.
You know what? He probably
That's what I
subscribed.
hope.
He probably subscribes to us, and he hit that notification thing
Yeah.
that all these YouTubers always talk about. And then he got a little notification on his iPhone.
So let's just stop there.
Oh, okay.
You should go. Those of you listening at home to the podcast on audio form, join the YouTube. Just go to YouTube, search Candid Athletic Training, hit subscribe, and hit the bell, and then we'll just go. And then every time we do something like this and screw up and go live, you can just jump on for free. Because we're going to screw up again.
We will screw up again.
You saw it on the sub feed. All right, Matt. Very good. Kevin,
Yes.
you want to go fourth or FMK?
I would like to go fourth.
All right. Why don't you give it to him?
Go forth and do good. Analgesic bombs. Are they a friend or a foe? And that's what fourth is.
Friend or foe?
Friend or foe. I have FOF written down. You always write fourth. I write FOF.
Fof? Oh, you just take the or out of the...
Yeah.
Take the R.
FOF.
No, that actually makes sense. I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah, whatever.
Friend or foe. Never mind. I
Never
suck.
mind. Friend or foe. Analgesic bombs. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. You always want me to go first because then you can go off of what I say.
Yes. Defer to... Always... That's what they do in the NFL. Defer to the second half. It's statistically an advantage.
Not if you got the offense I got.
Play offense.
I'm going to go. God. It's a foe. It's a foe. Too many times your athletes use it as a crutch to not feel things that they should be feeling and letting you know about. Foe. Go.
I kind of have to agree that I think it's a foe.
I don't mind it. It honestly doesn't bother me unless the athlete's using it to hide something.
If it shows up at your party, are you asking it to leave? No.
Oh, no.
Not really.
No.
But are you really going to send it an invite? I don't know.
And I mean,
maybe it's spicy. It can be hot. It can be fun. You know what? Here it is. If I'm trying a bunch of stuff and nothing just seems to be working, maybe I'll just. I know we're getting there, Nate. Here it is. You want to do it? Here we go. We'll share the Twitter poll there.
it's not there yet.
It is now.
Oh.
So 64% of the people have said friend. And as you can see, Dylan said if he incorporates some type of soft tissue work with them, then sure, friend, but you're just going to rub it on and let it sit, then foe.
Okay. And I'll agree. I mean, at least there's some effort with soft tissue mobilization there. It's like a Facebook friend.
It's a last ditch effort for me. Like, I've tried everything else.
Yeah.
I just need to slap one more. I'm going to just try one more thing, and then I'm banging my head on the wall. Can't figure out what to do with it. All right, you just need to feel good. Go.
Yeah. And I would agree with that.
Or maybe it's like the athlete, you're like, oh, my God, you're here again. You don't really have anything going on. Just go rub a balm on it.
Yeah.
Realistically, there's the over, like, you're in here way too often kind of kid.
Just go rub something on it. That's what she said.
She might have.
Ding.
Oh, that's what she said.
It just has to be. It has to be a foe.
It doesn't have to be, but you can, yeah.
I don't think I could ethically say that it's my friend. I really can't. And I don't know why 64%. How many votes?
I just put it up this morning because we just came up with it today.
Sure.
117 votes.
That's a lot of votes.
Yeah, and then 2 out of 3 people think it's a friend.
I mean, maybe there's something I don't know.
I mean, it's not hurting anybody, is it?
And most people know.
Okay, hold on. It's not hurting, but, I mean, you ever have the person that puts on so much and it turns their skin orange?
Yeah,
On
actually have.
It looks like a bad spray tan.
I mean, I've also had it where
Can we do that?
I've legitimately had an athlete or several that are like, this is way too hot. This is way too hot. I need this off my skin now.
We haven't done this in a while, but like
Spray tan? I
Instagram,
haven't ever
like
spray tanned.
take your pictures of your analgesic balms and like your bad, like we should do like a bad spray tan or
Sure.
analgesic balm.
I love it.
Get that trending on Instagram.
I think it'd be great. That's a wonderful, like, yes. Bad, especially now. There's a lot of spray tans going up here in the north.
Yeah, spring break's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, this might actually work.
A lot of spray tans going on right now.
That'd be a fun game. Analgesic balm or spray tan. Maybe I'll just take some pictures of athletes, get their permission, and we'll put it on the live stream.
Wait, Dylan made it?
I don't know. Did he? I think someone.
Yeah, right. I won't believe it until I see a comment from him.
I don't think he's on.
I
I think
so
there was
either.
a comment and.
Yeah, right. Dylan hates us now.
Oh, he made it because we shared the screen and he made a comment on it.
Oh,
Got
I
it.
get it.
We're not the smartest.
You guys are funny. You guys should be doing the podcast, not us.
Absolutely. Are we good on?
People would probably pay attention then.
Are we good on the analgesics?
I don't think the analgesics are. Well, the analgesics are. Yeah, we're done with the analgesics.
Okay.
Unless you really want to keep talking about analgesics.
No.
All right.
FMK.
No matter how hard we try.
We don't try that hard.
Nope.
All right. So,
You came up with it, so you're going to have to go first.
sure. All right. If you're listening, we're going to do F1, marry one, kill one. We're going to give you 3 different objects, and you have to do what we just said. F1, marry one, kill one. This week, as athletic trainers, we're going to do types of iodine.
So exciting.
I know. We're going to do iodine like the wipes,
Ooh.
iodine swabs,
Ooh.
and iodine just
Straight out of the bottle.
out of the bottle. Never.
Could you
ever.
imagine?
No.
I think you'd die.
I think you probably would. Well, I mean,
It
maybe
would-
not die, but you'd have to go to the
would,
ER.
You would definitely have to go to the ER.
So, you want me to go first?
Always.
All right. I think right now I am going to kill. Thank you, Zach. We are professional. He said from anal to FMK. Nice transition, boys. It's what we do. We're professional podcasters. I'm gonna kill the swabs.
What?
I'm gonna kill the iodine swabs
It's ridiculous.
a little bit, but right now I'm so tired of swabbing people for COVID.
Ooh.
Any kind of swab just annoys me right now.
Okay.
And I would actually, it would probably be my favorite, except it's going to get on your hand. Like, it's 2021. We can't design a swab where it's just on the tip and not on the handle.
That's what she said. Don't worry, Hannah. I got you covered. It's funny because normally I'm the one that like I'm saying stuff and then like I'm oblivious that it's yeah. Keep going.
So I'll kill the swabs.
Okay.
I think I really don't care for the wipes. Sometimes I'll F the wipes. They can be quick. They can be handy.
Yeah.
But more often
Quick
than
cleanup.
yeah. But they can be a little messy too. They can be useful in the right situation.
Interesting.
And then
So then you're
I'm gonna marry the bottle. It's the most work to make it work, but it's
sound like an alcoholic when you say that.
I'll make the bottle. I'll marry the bottle. This coming from the guy that never
What?
drank.
Come on.
Yeah, they are the most amount of work, but it's probably the best way to do it. So,
Okay.
your turn.
My turn. So before we go anywhere, you're sick of swabbing people from COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing the whole nose all the way getting up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did they train you to do that? I want to know this. I want to know a little about that.
Well, in fact, I had some coworkers that went over and got trained on it.
Yep.
And then we had like an online training, like the rest of the staff. So I did an online training.
That's how I did my OSHA last week. So yeah.
And they had to kind of give me some of the other pointers, like just make sure they go up above the nostril.
So like, how do you determine how far to go up?
Well, even now we're doing self-administer. So we give them the swabs and let them do it.
Oh, interesting.
And we have to watch and verify. You can see it.
You can?
In the nose.
Okay.
You can see when they're doing the circles, 5 circles each nostril. You can see how high up they are.
All right.
It pushes the nostril around a little bit.
I mean, I'm one of the few people that I got my first test last week, and that was really uncomfortable. I mean, I've had
eyes water
for sure. Yeah. I mean, I've had one of the worst feelings I've ever had in my life was getting one of my nostrils cauterized because I used to always get bloody noses. I don't want to go there. And it was horrible. I mean, like literally like tears coming down my face while I'm like just like clenching and like not moving. And that was up there. And I just don't, because it was my first time getting a test, like it made me wonder, what are the parameters that somebody's looking for in order to do it? I think the person that did it right, and I think that's why it was uncomfortable. And I'm not necessarily complaining. It's just like I want to know more about it.
Sure.
And so I want to, and then I have heard that a lot of people are self-administering it, and like that would be a really tough thing to do on yourself. Like to just keep going. Okay, yep, now I'm there, and I'm going to cause myself some really good discomfort. It's very interesting to me.
I think after the second or third time you have it done,
it's not as bad.
You kind of just get used to it.
Sure. It's kind of like effing.
Yes.
All right. So back to FMK. And so I'm going the exact opposite of you. I'm going to marry the swabs.
All right.
Okay. This is what I think. And I'm thinking of the swab. I mean, I think everybody has these same swabs. It's got the tear piece, like
brown and white package.
Yep. And it's like the tear piece is maybe 1/3 down. Like you tear it off and you can use the package to keep yourself a little more neat, for one. And then also you should have gloves on, right? But I think,
should you?
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. Jeez, where'd you go to school? I think I would use the swab for more. Like it would just be this, like, that's what I would always want access to versus the bottle. Because I'm going to kill the wipes. I think if I have the swabs, I don't need the wipes. So I'm going to kill them.
I will agree with that.
Right?
Here's where I was like the swabs and the wipes. More often than not, they've been in there too long, and you open them up and they can be dried out.
That's fair.
I think they both kind of suck. Actually, if I had
sounds more like marriage than effing.
In a perfect world, I would use the swabs, but one, they're usually dried out, and two, they're just as messy as anything else.
I've come across maybe a slightly dried out swab, but never a fully dried out one. Either way, to me, the bottle, I now have to apply the iodine from the bottle to something else.
It's multiple steps.
I'm not going to squirt it straight on something. The only time I ever didn't do that was like if I was going to do like an iodine soak for something, like if I was going to soak somebody's
Sure.
finger or their foot or something.
Well, there you go. There's more reason to use it.
Yeah, that's why I would F it.
Okay.
So I would F the bottle. I want the bottle on hand, but I'm not going to use that all the time.
Okay.
I think consistently I'm going to use the swabs. I think I'm going to deal with localized traumas.
So you have an athlete.
infections.
You got a baseball player that just cleated themselves. You're going to the swab.
Yep. Yeah. Instead of the bottle. Yeah.
I'm going bottle. I'll probably just go bottle with
what?
gauze.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just gonna put.
See,
I'm
and I
gonna rip
think-
open some gauze and
Yeah. To
More
me-
often than that, that's what I'm doing.
To me, it's just like I might as well just use the swab then.
Well,
'Cause it's the
it would
same.
be the wipe. That's what the wipe is supposed to be. It's a pre-soaked.
And that's what the swab is.
Yeah, but
And then I can
yeah.
get in there. I don't know. I would marry the swab, and I'd F the bottle. I'd kill the wipe.
Okay.
I think the wipe doesn't have enough. Also,
Moneymaker.
doesn't have enough.
Okay.
All right.
So Nate said, marry the swab. It's less messy. Kill the wipes. F the bottle because it might get a little messy every now and then. Maybe leave a stain. Quincy, who's new to the podcast,
Hi, Quincy.
he jumped in. Marry the bottle. F the swab. Kill the wipe. Is that what I said? Yeah, that's what I
No,
said.
you killed the swab.
Yeah, I had a hard time with the swab and the wipe. Anyways, we would love to
I
hear
also think-
what you all think.
This is the other thing about the bottle is I think you have more of a chance to stain something. And I don't want to stain anything.
No?
No,
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, how about this? In your kit, you want to carry one bottle or like 50? Now, how many?
I would only need,
how many?
like-
How many do you carry in your kit?
A couple.
This is real athletic training talk. It's
Bench?
the first time we've done it in weeks.
bench kit.
Yeah, in your bench kit. In your oh shit kit, as Dylan would call it, or whatever.
Ooh, oh shit kit. At most, I'm only having like 2 to 3 iodine swabs in there. I don't think I would need any more than that. Like if I so desperately need more than that, like they need to be out of the game and I can get them back in the athletic training room.
They're going to be out.
I mean, like, if it's just like a little cut, I just need to get it clean. And even then, like, so say somebody cleats themselves and they're bleeding, and I need to just like, I'm just gonna wash it out real quick and then put something on it.
Iodine for later.
Like, yeah, exactly. I mean, not gonna die from cleating himself.
Let's hope not.
I hope. Oh God. Well, if anybody would, it would be a baseball player.
Yeah. Okay.
I love all my ex-baseball players, but you know, they come up with some weird stuff. That'd be a good question for like the masses. What sport do you think comes up with the weirdest injuries?
Haven't we covered that?
We've covered weirdest injuries, but I think like
What sport?
I want to make generalities about athletes.
Should we do that for our feature topic next week?
Sure, why not?
Fine, we're going to do that. You hear it here first. Jump on the live stream next week.
mean,
Which
like,
sport?
You know how in general, like hockey players are
Has-
considered like they never talk about being injured.
Weirdest
like,
injuries.
and I
Yeah.
could be wrong. I think Dylan works with hockey, right?
Yeah, he's not.
I mean, he might know more than we do, but like, I think we're both on the same page in that like baseball players come up with some weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and then you're dealing with like, I got a blister. Guys, I cut my nail too short.
I can't go to work today. I cut my nail too short. Oh, I cannot wait for next week already. This is going to be great. We haven't had a good talk like this in a while. Oh,
Thataway, Matthew.
Yeah.
Self-aware.
Yeah. Holy Christmas time.
What else do we have left?
We got a feature topic.
We
You
do?
ready? Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do it. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
So feature topic this week is courtesy of the one guy that's not here, Dylan Campbell. He asked us what were some of our worst stories of traveling with teams. He posted on our website, so that reminds me to let you guys know, if you become a member on the website. Now, if you want to become a member and give us suggestions for the show, all you just have to wet your whistle, and you just have to get that wet your whistle plan. If you want to participate in the live show after March 29th, you will have to go higher. You have to be a Candemania or Full Johnson or what's the big one?
Whole shebang.
Whole shebang. I don't know why I never remember that. Anyway.
Here, we're just going to pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. Put it on the old screen. So, Dylan, because he's one of our lovely members, he put in that, you got a, nice, look at that. See, we're awesome. Well, you are. Wet your whistle, the Full Johnson. I mean, don't let the prices scare you. It's for the whole year, okay?
And who knows, maybe for the fat bracket, maybe you could win a free membership.
No, don't tell the people that. Don't tell them that if they have a winning bracket, they could get a free membership for a year. Don't tell them that.
Yeah.
That's just too much information.
Rick's going to ask for a refund again.
Rick's like, what? Wait a second. Rick, we'll give you something else. A hearty handshake. Chuck Norris would like a hearty handshake. Or was I? So that being said, go on the forum. If you're a member, go on the forum. Go on the forum. CanadaAthleticTraining.com. Leave us your suggestions. You will get priority over anybody else that tweets at us or they just send us an Instagram message or whatever. You will get priority. We will talk about what you want to talk about. That being said, Dylan, travel, worst stories. I think he had a horrible story, I guess, recently. I wish he was on it so that he could tell us a little bit about it. But I think he was traveling, by plane, and he was in an airport, and I think it was just one thing after another to the point where he's just like, oh, my God, like, what is wrong with my life? And welcome to Athletic Training, right? So
it reminds me of the Italian Job. I had a bad experience. We were just talking about that at work the other day. I was kind of confused.
Have you ever seen the original Italian Job?
No, the only one I've seen is the Mark Wahlberg one.
I think I should watch the original.
Oh,
but it's good. I think it's like from the 60s, 70s.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You got anything that stands out, or you want me to go? Because I got plenty.
I know you got plenty. So,
yeah, you travel like a professional.
9/10 of my professional career, I've traveled where I've had complaints and I shouldn't have, right? I mean, I got very used to charter flights, 5-star hotels, so forth. Like, there was really nothing that I should be complaining about. That being said, my couple years that I spent in the minor leagues, I mean, there was some like very uncomfortable travel situations. One thing that sticks out in my mind, and I think I've talked about it on the podcast in the past, leaving Birmingham, and it was about 95 degrees at night, and I'm assuming pretty high humidity index. And we get on our bus to drive. We were going home, I think. And so it was like a 3+. It was a 3+ hour drive, something like that, maybe 4. No air conditioning on the bus. And so you're getting on a bus with, however many sweaty baseball players. And so we actually had the escape hatches on top of the bus.
You have to. We've been there. Yeah.
It was so friggin' hot in that bus, even with those going. Like, it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. That was a really bad 4-hour trip. And it was 100%, we didn't get home until, that was one of those play a 7:00 game, maybe get on the bus by 11:30 midnight, and then you're getting home at like 4 a.m.
Yep.
And just everybody's like just drenched in sweat getting off the bus, and like, oh my God, it was terrible. Now, I have too many experiences from my couple years in minor leagues of like traveling overnight for like 9 hours, not, sleeping for like 5 minutes at a time, getting back to Biloxi, Mississippi, and being like, I don't even know what day it is. I have a lot of those experiences. The other
thing for you, the bad part of the travel is the volume of it. It's not necessarily one of the trips. It's just you're constantly going.
And that kind of leads me to two stories. My first year in the minor leagues, I will say, like, the years I spent in the big leagues, I didn't think the minor leagues would affect me as much as it did, as far as the travel and how you traveled, and kind of just the constantly, you're getting on a bus for hours and hours and hours and hours at a time every few days. The end of my first season, all I wanted to do was go home. I had a really hard year. It was a very demanding year. All I wanted to do was go home. Last game of the season, it ends, and legitimately, all of a sudden there's a hurricane coming into our area. Jesus. And it was not the one, so a few years back, the one that like hit Houston and just kind of stayed there and destroyed Houston. It was the one right after that. And legitimately, I'm at the airport, and this hurricane is coming in quick, and I almost couldn't go home for like multiple days. But luckily, I found a flight west in order to go north. But it reminded me, that day was very like, oh my God, I'm about to have a mental breakdown because this has been a really tough year, and I don't know if I can go home. And I was like, I remember talking to my girlfriend at the time, my fiance now, and just being like, I don't know what I'm going to do if I can't like get home. Like, there's part of me that just wants to rent a car right now and just start driving. I can beat the hurricane. I will go 90.
I can beat the hurricane.
I can go 95 mile an hour, like just straight north, and I will get home. Like, I cannot be here any longer than I am. And it was because it was the first time that travel, being in a different environment. I mean, it was the first time I was gone from my own home for that long. It was really weird. I hit this kind of like rock bottom area, but then flash forward 6 months or whatever, my first road trip, my second year in the minor leagues, we get like, we're in Biloxi, it's travel day to like our first road trip, and our equipment manager wasn't there. So in the minor leagues, you got one equipment manager. He kind of just makes sure everything's there, like whatever. And all of a sudden, our equipment manager wasn't there. He overslept, right?
Oh no!
He just overslept, and we had like a 6 or 7 o'clock like bus departure. So all of a sudden, I found myself like making sure we had enough bats, and making sure like everybody had their bag on the bus. And I'm like, God damn it, like I have enough like crap in my head to make sure that I have all my stuff. I can't like keep track of all the equipment. But what it reminded me of was like just all the horror stories that I've heard from other athletic trainers in the minor leagues, that was like part of their job. Mm-hmm. Some athletic trainers
have the travel people too.
They're the travel people. And then also like, I mean, there are some athletic trainers in baseball, just because that's the world I know, that remember or are still in the game, but they got in the game, and they were not only did they do the laundry, but they handled the equipment, they handled the travel, they handled the players, they handled the treatment. I mean, they handled like handing out freaking paychecks. I mean, I did that. It is amazing what athletic trainers have had to handle.
Pay the man his money.
And I do remember being like, why the hell am I handling all this? This is ridiculous. And at one point, I got on the bus and I said, you better make sure you have your stuff, including your bats, because I'm not responsible. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. And, well, I should say, to quote my good friend Dave Yeager, I ain't your father, so don't call me Poppy. All right?
Yeah, I've heard him say that.
What do you got? So, wah, Kevin. What do you got? Real stories.
So, Zach, I already shared this one. Zach says, I once got stuck with a seat under the air conditioner, and it dripped onto my seat for the entire 2.5-hour ride home. That sucks. But
that's a good one.
But like this right here.
That's a really good one.
Nate says, probably my worst travel story was pulling back the blanket off the bed to find a red stain right at waist level.
Oh.
And, yep, it was a super bad moment.
Oh.
Super bad, the movie.
Yeah, and super bad.
Super bad.
Oh.
Tough times there.
I have weird travel stories that don't involve being an athletic trainer, but oh man, I did wake up to going to a CEU course, and I was staying at a hotel, and I woke up to cockroaches crawling all over the wall.
Oh, that sucks.
That was a bad one. That was okay, I'm going to pack up my bag, and I'm going to leave.
I remember covering women's soccer once, and we moved hotels because one of the girls had cockroaches.
Yeah.
My room was fine. But I just remember, like, after the first night, they're like, all right, we're moving. Everyone grab your stuff. I'm like, why? What happened? I didn't think this place was that bad. And it was probably because I had been working with baseball first, and baseball was staying at not as nice of places as the women's soccer team from our school. I think, one, because you needed more rooms, and
True.
Dudes just don't care.
Yeah. They're going to be gross anyways.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, this place is nice compared to the places that baseball stays at. So I have a couple things written down.
Did you read, Nate?
What do you?
The other was when the fan for the bus bathroom somehow got reversed, so it continuously blew smells into the bus.
We've had that happen. Yeah.
I mean, I've had some people lay some bad things on the bus, but
yeah, I actually have written down one of the three that I wrote down was we were on our way back from Minnesota, Minneapolis, which is about a 6-hour bus ride.
Drive. Yeah.
And one time coming back from Minneapolis, we had to stop because one of the players did business in the bathroom. And it was one of those, it's too hot and steamy. Like, and the air wasn't working. And literally, the bus driver pulled over the bus, and we had to let it air out for 45 minutes because it was so bad.
Man.
And I don't know if it was the exact same trip or another trip coming back from Minneapolis. We got, like I said, it's basically a 6-hour bus ride back from Minneapolis to Milwaukee. And we got like 5.5 hours. We were like 30 minutes away, and the bus broke down.
Oh.
So then we got stuck like 30 minutes. You're like, we have to go 3 more exits to get to where my car is. Can I just get out and walk? But we had to wait for the repair to come. I mean, it was like an extra 2 hours. I'm like, I'm so close to being home. So that was, I don't know if that was the same trip from Minneapolis or 2 separate trips from Minnesota. So,
a lot.
What's that? We go there once every year. Yeah, we play the Gophers once a year usually, except last year we didn't. And then we won't be playing them this year because the Big Ten's only playing the Big Ten.
Oh.
Yeah, conference only scheduling.
Are you guys conference only?
No,
you're clearly not conference only because you're traveling this weekend.
Yeah, so I'm going to Kentucky. So when you hear this,
Kentucky,
I'll have already been there.
Who are you playing in Kentucky?
University of Kentucky, Lexington.
Zach Brownland. Know that name.
Zach Brown?
Yeah, one of my former players. No. He's a pitcher.
Oh, he went to
for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Nice.
Good kid.
All right. How about going to Purdue which I think is only a 3-hour bus trip. But the bus broke down.
Okay.
After we got there.
Okay.
And so we got done. It was a midweek game.
All right.
So we left it was probably a 2:00 game.
All right.
So we got done at 5, and I'm like, this is sweet. It's only a 3-hour ride. I'll get back at 8. Just enough time to see, the wife and, get a good night's sleep. We get back to the bus. It doesn't start.
Sweet.
I'm like, oh my God. He tries fixing it, can't fix it. So they decide to call Milwaukee and send another bus from Milwaukee.
Oh, nice.
So we got to wait for the bus from Milwaukee to get there.
Very cool.
To go back.
Very cool.
I'm like, you're not serious, right? We can't find a closer bus.
Oh, that's awesome.
You don't work with a local, never. Anyways. So then the second bus gets there. We get on that bus, and then that bus doesn't start for a second. And then finally it did.
Okay.
And it was,
somebody
I was like,
kicked it?
Yeah. We Fred Flintstone the way home. So that was number 2. And then the only other really bad trips I remember are all food related. Like you get to a place where for us, it's like you have to be within walking distance. Like you get meal money and you're on your own for a night or 2. So there's some times where there's nothing within walking distance. It's like, how am I supposed to even eat?
Yeah.
Like those are bad trips. Like to me, the trips can be made or broken based on what your food options are around you.
Completely.
So
100%.
Bad food is bad. Like no food is worst case scenario.
I mean, countless times leaving a city and the only option we had was like stopping at a gas station and like grabbing like cookies and chips. I mean, and it's granted, whatever, like first world problems there, but like sometimes you just want like a sandwich or something.
Just don't deprive me of food. That's the moral of the story. So
oh gosh.
What do we got here?
We got
lots of comments.
Matt's worried about working in college or professional ranks because he just wants to be in high school, so he doesn't have to travel and have these stories. This is what I'm going to tell you, Matt. Those stories are some of the greatest parts of being an athletic trainer. I mean, they are truly those stories that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
The badges of honor.
And they're totally badges of honor. And I did not subscribe to it for the longest time. I mean, again, I worked in an area that I was very privileged, and I got to travel with the best travel you could ever have. And I never had those stories. And then all of a sudden when I had those stories, they just were all of a sudden I could relate to my fellow athletic trainers. And it's not about searching for the stories. Search for the job that like makes you happy. Search for what you really want to do. But some of those stories are going to come along with it, and you're going to have to take some of the lows with some of the highs. And I'll tell you what. I mean, as much as minor league baseball taught me that I really want to be home and I want to have my own thing and I want to be in control of my own life, I wouldn't give up those 2 years of being an athletic trainer in minor league baseball and dealing with some real crap for anything. I mean, I got so close with a lot of those players. I had some of the best times in my life. I missed a lot of the great things in my life, and that's why I made the choice I made. But I would not give up riding on a bus for 4 hours with no heat for anything. I mean, it was from the standpoint of it really showed me or it gave me an opportunity to experience what I want and know who I am and where I wanted to go in life. I mean, don't be afraid of the bad stories. They're so good for you. So good for you.
Well, and I mean, just think about how many, like we just talked about, over under, Kevin, 10 years of professional and or minor league baseball. How many trips have you taken?
Wow.
I mean, 81 a year times 8.
I mean, I talk about
Maybe not 81 separate trips, but
no,
81
they're not. But
games.
at the same time, I talk a lot about just traveling on a plane, and a lot of people get nervous on planes. And I got to the point where I was on a plane and I felt like I was in a car. Like it just nothing fazed me. Like huge drops in turbulence was just like, well, whatever. Like just in the air again, like blah blah blah. Like, yeah, this is how you get on a plane and blah blah blah. Like, I mean, it was so normalized. I took so many trips and I struggled. I literally looked at you and said, I don't think I have that many bad examples. And I lived a very good life of traveling. But even you don't have that many terrible examples of traveling.
I have many leather-bound books in my apartment. Smells of rich mahogany over here.
I want to be on you.
I want to be on you. You have a breathtaking hiney. Yeah. So no, I mean the stories. I don't. Off the top of my head, those are the worst ones I can think of.
And that's
nothing crazy. I mean, it's not
how
like
bad is that? You know, you got home 2 hours later. You had to smell some. Well, you couldn't smell anything, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, we've had some really scary drivers where you're like white knuckling as like a passenger.
I will say this: I got really lucky my first year of minor league ball. My bus driver was the best bus driver.
Oh, you had the same one all year?
Yep,
oh.
Same guy every.
See, we have
year.
We have a new guy every time, basically
God.
every time. And when we go to other cities, we fly into a city, we get a random dude.
Yeah.
And those are the ones, like the bus driver can make or break it. When you're in the front with the coaches, like a bus driver will make or break.
It's very
like
true.
One, do they talk too much? Do they not talk enough? Are they funny? Do they have a sense of humor? Because my coaches will grill them.
Yeah.
Grill them with like
totally
random weird questions. And if they don't have that type of humor, it makes for like if they're super dry or whatever, you know it's going to be a bad experience.
My first year, I had an awesome guy, awesome guy. Foot was down. Like we would enter into a city an hour before that we were supposed to get there.
Yeah.
But then my second year, we had like a little bit older gentleman, and there was a couple times where you heard the rumble strips on the side of the highway, like, and you were like, are you awake up there? Are you, hey, Tom, Tom. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
The funniest story I've had though, I'm just gonna stop on this. We got to.
You keep going.
There's
not a time limit on this.
We were in the parking lot of a conference opponent, and literally the bus driver just had to like pull in, stop, let us get off.
Mm-hmm.
But the way he had to pull the bus in, the door was on the right and the field was on the left. So we would have to get out, get our stuff off, and then walk around the bus to the field. And he thought it was his job to turn the bus around and get the right side so that you just have to get off. And so we literally did like a 9-point wide. Like he was like, it was like Austin Powers. He like would pull forward like literally 6 inches, back 6 inches. We did like a 15-point like Y turn. The coaches, like, we were laughing so hard at this guy, and I was embarrassed for him because he's like, all you have to do is just, if you want to do that, fine, but just like let us get off first. It took us 15 minutes to turn the bus around. Yeah. Like he could have just stopped and let us get off and done the turn separately, but it literally took us 15 minutes, and we were laughing so hard. And every time we go, because it's one of our conference points, every year we go there, it's all we talk about is the turn.
Oh, absolutely.
Incredible. Those are the stories you will talk about.
Yes.
Matthew. That's like, that's what you will be talking about for the rest of your life.
Like, I can't wait to talk. I mean, that reminded me of when I was in Biloxi, we had behind our stadium, it was a very tight circle that you had to Y-turn many times in order to get out.
And somebody got stuck. The bus got stuck, you said.
The second year, the bus driver, like, he just didn't know how to do it. The first year was like, yeah, whatever. Like, we could all park our cars in that back lot and everything would be fine. But the guy the second year was just like, I don't think I can do this. It's like, oh,
why
come
not?
on.
Amateur hour.
Like, oh, God. My guy the first year was so great. He might as well have been a bus driving F1 driver or something. It was great. Anyway, Matt, don't let that discourage you.
Yeah, no, please don't.
No, not at all. If you want to be in high school, go to high school, but whatever you want to do.
Yeah. All right. Hit the button. Let's close it down. Very good. Welcome back. Well, this has been a fun episode. Remember, if you're listening to this, it's actually March.
It is.
So happy National Athletic Training Month.
True.
Jump on our live stream.
Please.
For the month of March 2021. 5 Mondays, 8 p.m. Central. You can get in here for free and join all these fun people like Matthew did and Quincy did. It's just fun. It's more fun. So jump in here, and then
guys.
March 1 through 8, get your fat brackets filled out.
Please.
The more fat brackets we get turned in, the more work Kevin has to do.
True.
But maybe the more stuff we'll give away too. Who knows?
So
Prizes.
Where do they find it?
On our website, candidathletictraining.com.
And where do they send it?
To our email, candidathletictraining@gmail.com. I screwed that up last week without you. I said www.candidate. I'm like, no, that's not how an email goes.
There's some instructions on the bottom of the fat bracket. And so send it to candidathletictraining@gmail.com. But then do us a favor. I mean, just to get the social media stuff going, post it on social media. Like, let's get some, not only hashtag fat bracket, but then also hashtag National Athletic Training Month, right? Hashtag some candidate athletic training. I don't know. That's what it's all about. What we're trying to do is create more conversations about athletic training. The best way we know about doing that, not only have a live podcast,
whimsical,
but let's do a tournament, right?
Yep.
Anything else for the folks?
Go to the website, check out some gear, get some swag.
I'll tell you what.
Or just wait for the free stuff if you win the tournament.
Well, don't wait for the free stuff. I think you should buy a lot of things.
And then get more free stuff.
And then get free stuff. Be like Nate. Be the 1 millionth person to buy something. Because, that's what we need. Right? Anything else?
No. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.